Hey everybody, I'm here again with another video, and in this video we're going to change the primer bulb on a two-stroke Mercury motor. The process is very simple and straight. The reason I'm changing mine because I felt like there was a kink in the hose, and it's been a few years that haven't been replaced, so I decided to replace that. I got mine from the Amazon. So my hose is 5/16, so I got the 5/16 from the Amazon. So I got this package not so long ago, and this is a Quicksilver brand. Cost me about $59.99, and there it is. That's the hose, and the minimum temperature to operate this hose is -15 degrees centigrade or 5 Fahrenheit. So it works perfectly for our region. So let me open up and show it to you. So this is the hose, and we can install it right there on the motor. So let me show you why I'm changing it. So if you look at my hose, there's a kink right there, and when my boat is in the water, I tilt the motor all the way up and the hose gets bent. Technically I should be running it through here, and I'm going to install the outer housing over here as well and have the prime bulb out here to prime. So we're going to go ahead and replace. So what I was talking about, that arrow, see this arrow is always pointed towards the motor. First things first, we're going to remove the cover or the cowling. And keep it out of the way. Now let me give you a close of how the hose look like. So actually it runs from here all the way to the fuel pump, and we can just disconnect right there. So we're going to disconnect from there. There's a metal clamp, and we're going to replace this hose from here. So it's a pretty straightforward process. We can insert through here, run it through, connect over there, and then we're going to connect it to the fuel and water separator. To open mine requires a flathead screwdriver, and all I got is to open it and just pull the hose down. There you go. Seize out. And save my clamp. Right there's the clamp. And all I'm going to do is pull it out of here. So this was the kink I was talking about. You know, over time it may crack and air can go through that. It might cause issues, so the best thing is to replace it. So as you saw, the arrow is pointed towards the engine, so we can install in the same manner. We're going to run it through here. We're going to put our clamp. Now we're going to connect the hose. So I already put a little bit in there, and you can always use a set of pliers for a rag so you don't kink the hose, and then just push it all the way up. Once it's up there, all you got to do is now tighten it up. Just don't over tight. Alright, does that. The next step, as I said, we're gonna run the hose through that and into the fuel and water separator, and let's go ahead and do that. So we got our hose right here, and we're going to connect it to the fuel and water separator. And I already opened up my fuel and water separator right here, and I'm going to just connect to it. So if you see, I took off the fuel and the water separator from the wall and trying to connect the hose, and once the hose is connected, I'm going to put it back on the wall and touch for the leaks. So this is a little bit difficult. I don't know, maybe the width of that fitting is a little bit bigger, but I'll get it in. So wish me luck. So here I lost the audio on my video clip, so I had to go and get a fuel barb from West Marine, 1x4 size, and NPT was 8 mm, and that was the recommendation by the prime bulb manufacturer. And I think I'm trying to say that in my video clip over there. So let's go ahead and install that. So here I am installing the barb on the fuel and water separator with the Teflon tape, which is pink in color. Usually the Teflon tape for gas application is yellow in color. However, I bought this during breast cancer awareness campaign, so that's why it's pink. If you see now, I have the fuel barb nicely installed on the fuel and water separator. Look pretty good. The next step that I'm going to do is to attach the hose to the barb using the clamp. So we will gently push the hose onto the barb till it's nicely snug with the opening. And then next step we're going to do is to tighten up that clamp using our flathead screwdriver. As you can see, I am doing that, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to install the fuel and water separator on that wall where I'm pointing at. So if you see now, I have the fuel and water separator installed on the wall. It's very hard to do that work and hold the camera with the other hand. And another thing that I want to mention, all these boat manufacturers don't give you enough space to work on your boats. The space is very tight, as you can see. Team, I'm really sorry for the audio. I need to get better audio equipment. So here I know what I'm talking about. I am going over what I've done during my video. I bought the hose from Amazon for 60 bucks. It was 5/16 in size. We connected with the engine side and then to the fuel and water separator side. And you also need to read on the manufacturer's recommendation of the fuel barb that you need and what should be the NPT. Use the right size. It makes the job much easier. And I know also what I was talking about. I was actually complaining about the boat manufacturer not giving enough space where you can work on your boat, especially inboard and outboard, where working is not easy. I used to own an inboard outboard, but here I have an outboard. With the outboard, the work is easy, but still is pain in the neck. Believe me, it's not easy. It's pain in the neck. But that being said, I know what I'm talking here. You know, thank you for liking my video. If you like my video, become part of this small channel. I'm going to do another video sometime somewhere. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Hasta la vista.